Welcome to PcMac. Today I'm going to install NextCloud on Openmediavault, and the Openmediavault is installed on Raspberry Pi 3B+. So I believe you already know how to install Openmediavault on Raspberry Pi 3. If you don't, then you can go ahead and check out my video. You will see the card on the top right corner just now. So let's get started. First of all, let's go ahead and open the wireless network watcher to check the IP address of the Openmediavault. It's right here, 73. Let's go ahead and close it. So let's go ahead and open the 73 IP address, and I'm open the Mozilla Firefox, and here is the IP address 192.168.1.73. let's go ahead and open it. So let's log in with admin and my password. I already configured my Openmediavault, so I'm skipping those steps. But before going further, let's just go ahead and change the port to 90 and then save it, waiting for apply. Now the Openmediavault will be available on port 90. So let's just go ahead and put :90 here and open it. So it's working now. Now let's go ahead and open the SSH 192.168.1.73 and hit enter. Let's go ahead and log in with root. To open the SSH, you just need to enable the root login permission from here, permit root login. Then you will be able to log in to your SSH. Now we will go ahead and install the NextCloud on Openmediavault. To install the NextCloud, what we need to do is, first of all, we require a web server. In our case, we will use Apache as our web server. Then we will need to install the PHP, and we need a database, so we will install SQLite as our database. So I'm doing everything with the command line. You can find this all tutorial on my website. I'll leave the link in the description. You can find that link from there. So let's go ahead and start typing the commands. So the first command that you need to type is always apt update. Then once it's done, then you need to go ahead and do apt upgrade. Once this one is done, then we will go ahead and do the other commands. So first command that we need to use is, we are going to install the Apache web server. So let's go ahead and do that. So to install the Apache web server, the command is sudo apt-get install apache 2. Let's go ahead and do that. Yes, so it's installing the Apache web server. Now the Apache web server is installed. Now we will go ahead and install the database. Here we are installing MariaDB, and it will ask us its permission. So yes, and it will install in a moment now. Now we will install the PHP language and other packages that are required by NextCloud. It might take a moment, so it's almost there, 35%. Now the database installed successfully. Now we are going ahead and install the PHP. So here is the command. You can find all these commands on NextCloud website, and it will take a moment to install these packages. Now we need to install the remaining packages, and this will be also done in a moment. Now we need to restart the Apache 2 web server. So the command is sudo service apache 2 restart, and it's restarted now. Now to access our Apache web server, what we need to do is, we need to open our web browser and type 192.168.1.73. Now the default 80 port is used by the web server, so let's go ahead and open it, and as you can see Apache 2 default page is open. So let's go ahead and minimize it and get back to our SSH console. Now we need to move to our HTML directory and download the NextCloud. So we are going to change the directory from the root to var www./html. So we need to go here and we need to download our NextCloud on this location. So the command is right here, and we are downloading the latest package 14.0.3, and let's go ahead and download it. It might take a moment. The package is downloaded successfully for the NextCloud, and now we are going ahead and create a location where all the data will be saved. So the location will be in right here. So we are going to create a directory in var www.html NextCloud that we just downloaded, and under that we have created a folder with the name data. So let's go ahead and enter it. So the folder is successfully created. Now we will provide the permission to our NextCloud so we can access our NextCloud on our web server. So we need to provide the permission to our NextCloud folder with www.data, and let's go ahead and hit enter, and it's also done. Now we will provide the read and write permission to our data folder. So to that we'll provide chmod 750 to the data folder. Let's hit enter. Now everything is done. Let's just go ahead and restart the Apache web server one more time and reboot our own cloud. So it's rebooting the own cloud now. It will take a moment. So let's go ahead and right click here and restart session. It's done. Let's log in with the root, hit enter and password. So we are logged in. Let's just do a apt upgrade to upgrade the packages if any upgrade is available. So we are on the updated package. Let's go ahead and open our Firefox and type NextCloud next to our web server and hit enter, and as you can see we are logged in right here. So as you can see only mysql MariaDB is available. Install and activate additional PHP modules to choose other database type. For more details check our documentation. So either we can use their documentation or we can configure our mysql or MariaDB from here. So to do that we need to configure our mysql. Let's just do that. To resolve the database issue, what we need to do is we need to go back to our Openmediavault and install mysql here. That will resolve our problem. Let's just go ahead and do that. So we are logged in. Let's go to plugins and then look for mysql and install it. So the mysql is installed here, as you can see, done. Let's click on close, OK, and it will reload the page. Now the mysql is right here. Let's go on to mysql, enable it, and SQL management side is also enabled. Let's just click on save, and once we click on save then it asks apply. Yes, it's done. Let's click on reset password and set a password. Save. So it's also done. Let's just click on show, and as you can see we are able to access our MyWebSQL. Let's go and close it. Now let's just refresh the page one more time to check whether we are able to access it or not. So what we need to do is we need to restart our Apache web server one more time. So let's go and minimize it and restart the Apache web server. Now let's go ahead and reboot. Now let's just click on restart session do it again, and let's log in with the root, and we are logged in. Now let's go ahead and open the page again and check. So as you can see, this error is also resolved now. Let's go ahead and put a name here and then the password and start finishing the setup. It will take a moment to finish the setup. In between, let me just show you how you can access your NextCloud from internet, like from outside your network. To do that, what we need to do is, first of all, we need to do a port forwarding onto our router. So we need to forward two ports. The first port is the port 80 for the web server, and the other one is 443. Let me just go ahead and open my router page and log into it, and go to services, then go to port forwarding, and I have already forwarded my port 80 and port 443. These two ports are forwarded already. So let's go ahead and click on apply. You need to do the same ports forward on your router to access your NextCloud from outside your network. So it's done. Now the second thing that we need to do is we need to create a dynamic DNS, because I don't have a static public IP address. It's keep on changing. That's why I required a dynamic DNS service. So what I need to do is I'm going to use duckDNS to use my dynamic DNS. Let's go ahead and log in. Let's go ahead and log into duckDNS. Now let me log in with my Google account. In between, let me take you back to the same page. NextCloud, it's done. Next, 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 and start using NextCloud. It's finished. Let's just try to use one file here, the PNG file. Everything is looking fine now. Now let's go back to the duckDNS. Let me delete my old domain and create a new domain with the name next, and just add domain. So next is using by someone, so let's put next01, add domain. So we have successfully created next01. Let's try to put here next01.duckdns.org, and rejected request from RFC1918 IP to public server address. Because we are on the same network, that's why I'm getting this error message. Let's go ahead and copy this. Now as you can see, we are able to access it from here. Now I'm going to open one more tool, that is WinSCP, to access my files of my Openmediavault. Let's go ahead and type 192.168.1.73 and then the username, that is root, and the password. Let's just click on login. We are logged in now. So we need to navigate to var www html, and here is the NextCloud. Then we need to go into config and we need to edit this file. From here you can easily edit your file. Just right click and add it. Now as you can see, the trusted domains right here, and here is only one IP address. That's the IP address of our Openmediavault. We need to put one more IP address here, or we can say the address of our website that we just created. Let's put here. So let's name it 1. You can add as many websites like the numbers 2, 3, 4, and it will be added like that. So let's just remove HTTP from here and it will be good. Now you can just save it from here or just Control S. I'm going to do Control S. Let's close it, and it's almost done. We can just minimize it. Now I'm going to open my phone because I'm on a 4G network, and let's try to check that we are able to access our NextCloud on my phone or not. To do that, I'm just going to turn on my recorder on my phone to show you. Let me just do that. So my phone recorder is on. Now I'm going to open the Google Chrome. The Google Chrome is up, and then I need to go on to our website, that is next01.ducktns.org, and log in, and let's check. So we are able to see the default web page of Apache web server. Let's put a / and then type NextCloud and access the page and check whether we are able to access it or not. So we are able to access the page, but as you can see, access through untrusted domain, it's not able to access the page. So we need to go here again and check what's the problem. Let's check and go to add it. So it's almost done. It's look fine. Let's just save it one more time and close it. Now I need to refresh the page one more time and check. So as you can see, I'm able to access the page now. It's just the / that is creating problem. So I'm using the same user PcMac, and the password, it's taking some time, might be due to the internet speed, it's running slow. Let's check. So it's taking the information and I'm logged in to the account, and let me just take you to my screen as well, and as you can see, I'm able to log in. Let's just go to the users to check whether I'm able to access my NextCloud from both the networks or not. Let's just save the password here. So we are logged in with the same user on both the machine. Might be that's the problem. It's logged in. Let's create another user to check whether we are able to work on it or not. Let's create another user. Let's type Android and give it a password. Let's check whether we are able to access it or not. So it's created. Let's again start the recording on my phone, and I'm here. Let's go and log out from the PcMac user and try to use the other user. So I'm able to log in with the new user as well, and as you can see, I'm logged in with the new user. So it's working absolutely fine, and as you can see, I'm going back to my Openmediavault and it's also working absolutely fine. Let me just turn off my phone and let's log in with Openmediavault. Now it's done. Everything is working absolutely fine. The NextCloud is also working fine. We are able to access it from outside our network. So that is the whole installation of NextCloud on Openmediavault. If you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. And if you want to know more about NextCloud, or if you want me to create another video about NextCloud, like how to move the data file from the SD card, because right now we are using the SD card for the whole thing. We didn't connect it any other external hard drive or any flash drive to our Raspberry Pi. If you want to know more about that, you can write down in the comment section. I'll try to make another video about that, and if you have any questions, you can write them down in the comment section. I'll try to answer them. And thank you for watching. Bye bye, take care, have a nice day.